Welcome to how BTP components work together. Today we'll learn how different BTP services communicate. This means understanding how separate cloud services securely exchange data and trigger actions automatically. For example, when a user submits a form in SAP Build Apps, it can automatically create a record in the SAP HANA Cloud database. This seamless integration is what makes BTP a powerful, unified platform for building applications. We'll follow data flows through simple scenarios. This means tracing how data moves step by step between BTP services. For example, when a mobile app submits user data, it might go through authentication, get processed, then stored in the database. Understanding these paths shows how BTP components connect and operate seamlessly together. You'll understand how authentication moves between services. Think of it as one secure handoff between apps, like using your company badge to enter different office areas without rescanning. For example, after logging into your HR portal, you can access the payroll system without signing in again. This seamless flow ensures secure, efficient access across all BTP services you use. This knowledge helps with troubleshooting and building better solutions. Understanding how components interact means you can pinpoint failures faster and design more reliable integrations. For example, if an app using SAP HANA and SAP integration suite fails, you'll know where to check first. Mastering these connections ensures your solutions are robust and efficient. What enables connectivity between BTP components? BTP services are designed to work together. This means they have built-in compatibility, allowing easy integration without complex coding. For example, the SAP Build Apps service can seamlessly pull data from the SAP HANA Cloud database service to display real-time analytics in a custom app. This inherent connectivity accelerates development and enhances solution capabilities. They communicate through standard interfaces. This means components connect using predefined rules, like USB ports fitting only compatible devices. For example, an SAP SuccessFactors app can securely pull employee data from SAP S/4HANA using these standard connections. This ensures reliable and seamless integration across your business systems. Each service has specific capabilities. This means every BTP service is designed for a particular task, like data storage or analytics. For example, the SAP HANA service handles database operations, while the SAP Analytics Cloud focuses on reporting. So you select and connect services based on what each one uniquely offers to build your solution. Together they create complete business solutions. This means individual BTP services combine to address complex business needs seamlessly. For instance, an app built with the Business Application Studio can use the SAP HANA Cloud database and integrate with SuccessFactors via the integration suite to automate HR processes. This synergy ensures all components work as one unified system. Service binding, connecting services together. Service binding creates connections between services. This means it securely links different applications or components so they can share data and functionality. For example, binding a user authentication service to your application lets it securely verify user logins. This foundational process enables different parts of your system to work together seamlessly. It's like introducing two services to each other. This means you formally connect them so they can communicate and share data. For example, binding an app to a database lets the app securely store user profiles. This simple step enables seamless collaboration between your services. Binding allows services to share information. In simple terms, it creates a secure link so one service can access another's data or features. For example, binding an app to a database lets the app securely read and write user data. This connection is essential for building integrated solutions. You can see bindings in the BTP cockpit. This means the cockpit visually displays all your connected services. For example, if your app uses an SAP HANA database, the binding shows this link. This visibility makes it easy to manage and verify your service connections directly. Step-by-step guide to creating a service binding. Step 1. Go to your space in BTP cockpit. This means navigating to your project's dedicated area where you manage applications and services. For example, if you are developing a sales reporting app, you would first open your development space. This initial step is essential for organizing and accessing your project resources. Step 2. Find the service you want to connect. This means locating the specific cloud service you need from the SAP BTP catalog to link with your application. For example, if your app needs a database, you would search for and select the SAP HANA Cloud service. Identifying the correct service is essential for establishing a successful connection. Step 3. Click Create Service Binding. This action initiates the connection process between your application and the cloud service you selected. For example, to connect your app to an SAP HANA database, you click this button to start forming that secure link. This step officially begins establishing the binding, so your application can securely access the service. Step 4. Choose which service to connect to. This means selecting the specific cloud service your application needs to use. For example, if your app needs a database, you would select the SAP HANA Cloud service here. Making the right choice here ensures your app can securely access the required capabilities. Step 5. Confirm the binding. This means you finalize the connection so your application can securely use the service. For example, after linking to an SAP HANA database, you confirm to enable your app to start querying data. This final step activates the service for immediate use. How data flows between services in SAP BTP. Data moves from one service to another. This means information processed in one SAP BTP service is passed to a different service for further action. For example, data from a purchase order in SAP S/4HANA Cloud can be sent to the SAP Analytics Cloud service for reporting. This seamless transfer is fundamental to building integrated applications on the platform. Each service processes the data in its own way. This means every service has a specific job, transforming data according to its unique function. For example, the SAP HANA service might analyze sales data, while the integration suite routes it to another system. This specialization ensures the right tool handles each step of the data journey efficiently. The flow continues until the task is complete. This means the data keeps moving step by step between services without stopping. For example, When you upload a file, it moves from storage to processing to notification services automatically. This persistent sequence ensures your entire operation finishes reliably from start to end. Think of it like passing a baton in a relay race. One service completes its job and securely hands its output to the next service to continue the process. For example, an application might process an order, then pass the data to a workflow service to manage approvals. This seamless handoff is the foundation of integrated business processes. Authentication, the secure handshake. Authentication verifies who you are. This means a system confirms your claimed identity, like checking an ID card. For example, when you log into your email with a password, the service authenticates you as the legitimate account owner. This initial verification is the essential first step in establishing any secure access. It flows securely between services. This means authentication data moves safely between cloud applications without interception. For example, when an SAP app accesses user data from another service, credentials transmit through encrypted channels. This ensures your digital handshake remains private and tamper-proof throughout the process. Each service checks your permissions. This means every SAP BTP service you access verifies if you are authorized to use it. For instance, when you request data from the SAP HANA database, it confirms you have rights to read that specific information. This ensures only permitted actions are performed, maintaining security across all interactions. This keeps your data safe and secure. Authentication is like a digital ID check that verifies users before granting access. For example, logging into your company's cloud platform with a password and fingerprint ensures only you can see sensitive reports. This process reliably protects your information from unauthorized entry. Event-driven architecture, reacting to changes. Services can send and receive events. This means different parts of a system can notify others when something happens without being directly connected. For example, when a sales order is created, it can automatically trigger a notification to the shipping department. This loose coupling allows systems to react instantly to changes. Events trigger actions in other services. This means when something happens in one system, it automatically tells another system to do something. For example, when a sales order is created, it could automatically notify the shipping service to prepare the package. This ensures seamless and immediate responses across your applications. It's like getting a notification on your phone. Instead of checking for new messages, you are instantly alerted when something happens. For instance, when a sales order is created, it automatically triggers a delivery process. This keeps your business processes responsive and efficient without manual intervention. This makes systems responsive and efficient, means systems react instantly to events without constant checking. For instance, when a sales order is created, it automatically triggers inventory updates and shipping preparation, eliminating manual steps. This immediate, automated response streamlines operations and reduces delays, enhancing overall business agility. Event Mesh, the message delivery system for SAP BTP. Event Mesh routes messages between services. It's like a postal system directing mail between senders and receivers. For example, when inventory runs low, the warehouse system sends an alert that event mesh delivers to both procurement and sales teams. This ensures seamless communication across your business applications. It ensures messages reach the right places. This means event mesh reliably directs information to only the intended systems or applications. For example, when a sales order is created, it automatically notifies both the shipping and billing systems. This precise delivery keeps all parts of your business synchronized and informed. Think of it as a postal service for events. It routes messages from senders to the right receivers without them knowing each other. For example, an online store can notify shipping and billing systems when an order is placed. This ensures reliable and organized communication across your applications. You can monitor it in the BTP cockpit. This means you can visually track message flow and performance directly in your web-based administration tool. For instance, if an order event fails to reach inventory, you can check its status and troubleshoot immediately. This visibility ensures your integrations remain reliable and efficient. Connecting to external systems. BTP can connect to systems outside the platform. This means applications on BTP can securely communicate with external services and data sources. For example, a BTP app could retrieve real-time weather data from a public API to inform logistics planning. This connectivity is essential for building integrated solutions that leverage both cloud and on-premise systems. This includes other SAP systems and non-SAP systems. In simple terms, BTP can link to both your existing SAP software and any other external applications. For example, connecting your SAP S/4HANA system to an external e-commerce platform for real-time order processing. This integration ensures your entire business landscape works together seamlessly. Connections use secure protocols. This means data transmitted between SAP BTP and external systems is encrypted, preventing unauthorized access. For instance, when integrating with a cloud storage service, HTTPS ensures your files are transferred safely. This security measure is essential for protecting sensitive information in all integrations. You manage these in the connectivity section. This means you use a central place in SAP BTP to set up and control links to outside applications or data sources. For example, connecting your BTP account to Salesforce to share customer data. This simplifies how you handle all external connections securely. Monitoring the conversation. You can see how services are communicating. This means observing the data flow between different BTP services in real time. For instance, when a user submits a form, you can watch the user interface service send that data to the database service. This visibility ensures all parts of your application work together seamlessly. Monitoring shows performance and errors. This means you can see how well your applications are running and spot any problems immediately. For example, if an online store is slow during a sale, monitoring helps identify the bottleneck. This ensures your systems remain reliable and efficient. Use the monitoring section in BTP Cockpit. It lets you check the health and performance of your applications and services. For example, If your online store is running slowly, you can view metrics here to identify the cause. This ensures your systems are reliable and performing as expected. This helps you spot and fix issues quickly. It means monitoring tools alert you when something goes wrong, so you can address it immediately. For example, if a payment process slows down, you get notified and can resolve it before customers notice. Staying proactive like this ensures your applications run smoothly and reliably. Real example: order processing flow. Customer places order in application. This means a user enters their purchase details into the system. For example, a shopper selects a book online and clicks Buy Now to submit their request. This initial action is the essential first step that triggers the entire automated workflow. Authentication service verifies user. This means it confirms the user's identity before granting access. For instance, when an employee logs into the order system, the service checks their credentials against company records. This ensures only authorized personnel can process orders, maintaining system security. Database service stores order details. This means the system saves all order information securely in a database for later use. For instance, when a customer places an online order, their purchase items and shipping address are recorded. This ensures the data is preserved and accessible whenever needed for processing or tracking. Notification service sends confirmation email. This means once an order is placed, an automated system immediately dispatches a confirmation message to the customer's email. For instance, when you buy a book online, you instantly receive an email summarizing your order details. This immediate communication confirms the successful receipt and processing of your order. All services work together seamlessly. This means different SAP BTP services connect automatically without manual steps. For instance, when a customer order is placed, the workflow service can instantly trigger the database to store it and send a confirmation email. This integrated operation ensures the entire process is smooth and efficient from start to finish. Practice what you learned in this module. Try creating a simple service binding. This means connecting your app to a BTP service, like linking a power code to an outlet. For example, bind a weather service to your travel app so it can fetch forecasts. This hands-on step makes the service's data or functions available to your application, solidifying your understanding. Follow data flow in a sample application. This means tracing how information moves between different parts of an app. For instance, watch how a user's submitted order travels from the user interface to the database for storage. Understanding this path is essential for building and troubleshooting applications effectively. Check monitoring for active connections. This means verifying which systems are currently linked to your SAP BTP applications. For example, after setting up a connection to SuccessFactors, you would check the monitor to ensure data is flowing correctly. Consistently monitoring these links is vital for maintaining smooth and reliable integrations. Practice helps build confidence. This means the more you use BTP skills, the more comfortable you become. For example, creating your first simple app in the trial account makes future complex projects feel less intimidating. Keep practicing to turn your knowledge into reliable, automatic skill. Key takeaways from today's session. BTP services connect through binding. This means you securely link different BTP services so they can communicate and share data. For example, you bind an application to an HANA database, allowing the app to securely access and store information. This binding is essential for building integrated and functional solutions on the platform. Data and authentication flow securely. This means your information and user logins move safely between systems without unauthorized access. For example, when an employee logs into a company app, their credentials and any data they access are protected end-to-end. This ensures your business processes remain both functional and secure. Events trigger actions across services. This means when something happens in one system, it automatically starts a process in another service. For example, when a sales order is created, it can automatically trigger inventory checks in your warehouse system. This seamless connection ensures different applications work together efficiently without manual steps. Monitoring helps you see the connections. This means you can track how different parts of your application link and communicate with each other. For instance, you can watch how your online store connects to payment services to ensure smooth transactions. This visibility is essential for maintaining a reliable and efficient system. You now understand how components work together. This means individual BTP services connect like building blocks to create complete solutions. For instance, an app built with the Business Application Studio can securely access data via the HANA Cloud database. This integrated approach allows you to build powerful and scalable applications efficiently.